Yo, what up, YouTube? It's Knowledge of Self-Determination. I wanted to come back and make another video about the Chicago incident. I want to clarify my position on the Chicago incident real quick, because this has been the talk of the town, so far, with people on YouTube, the internet, the news, the media, everything, First off, I don't like the way that the white media is sensationalizing these events. Listen, I am of the state of mind that yes, these kids were wrong for what they did. Yes, they were wrong. Without a doubt, they were wrong. However, let's not lose our objectivity here when it comes to this. Now, when that cop in that school pulled that young black girl up from her desk and skee-balled her ass across the floor, he was fucking wrong for that. And nothing happened to that cop. When that cop picked up that little girl at that other high school, that the school officer picked the little girl up and slammed her on the ground like she was a fucking man, like he was a WWE wrestler, that was wrong. And he's out on administrative leave with pay, mind you. When Dylan Ruth shot those non-black people in that church and killed them, the fucking cops took this asshole to Burger King because he was hungry. He got out on the next day on bond. How he got a bond for that, I will never know. And when that one white football player sodomized his disabled black student, black teammate with a wire coat hanger, nothing happened to him. He was acquitted. When those 7 or 11 white people went to Oregon and basically ransacked the wildlife refuge with fucking assault rifles, actually got into a firefight with the cops, they got acquitted. You understand? Now, when the lady, Jacqueline Craig, when she called the police because her 7-year-old son got choked by her grown neighbor, when she called the police about that and the police showed up, what did that cop say to this woman? Why shouldn't a man have choked her son? And all these other things. But the important thing about that is that man was not arrested. He is not facing any charges, even though this woman called to have charges filed against this man. There were no charges filed against him. Every time a white person or a cop does something to a black person, it's always under investigation. Well, we have to do an investigation. And like I said in one of my videos, usually when they're saying they need to do an investigation, what they're really doing is they're trying to pull up dirt on the black person who is the victim of said crime so that they can try to exonerate the officer or the white person that committed the crime against them. That's usually what the fuck the case is. That's usually what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, they were wrong for what they did. But let's not lose focus, because they should not be penalized or punished any more than any white person that has committed a crime. If this was a hate crime, then all those crimes that white people have committed towards black people, cops that have killed multiple black men in the year 2016 and all the years leading up to that, all the police brutality that has occurred. Ex-cops killing 15-year-old black men, off-duty officers killing black people, is one thing after another so far as the racial disparity and hate crimes in this country is concerned. Now, if this situation in Chicago is being looked at and viewed as a hate crime, then so should all those other crimes that have been committed against black people. Like I said, I'm not saying what they did was right. I'm not excusing or justifying it. What they did was wrong, and putting that shit on Facebook Live has to be absolutely the dumbest thing they probably could have done. That was stupid. I cannot excuse that level of stupidity. It was dumb. It was really dumb. However, the point of the matter still remains that when a black person or black people commit crimes against white people, instantly they're vilified and demonized. Instantly, you know what I'm saying? They're facing felony charges. Instantly, people call it a hate crime. But when it's a white person that commits a crime, we always have to keep it in perspective. Well, before we rush to judgment, we need to do a thorough investigation. Listen, that's really what I wanted to really come on here and talk about and say about this. That there is a level of racial disparity, and there is not fair treatment towards black people when it comes to these situations and these sorts of actions. I am not excusing anybody black for committing crimes against white people. I'm not condoning any violence towards anybody whatsoever. But if a black person commits a crime towards a white person and is considered a hate crime, then every crime that a black person commits that is obviously a hate crime should be labeled as such, and they should be penalized for it immediately. Because black people are always quickly brought to justice when we do things, when we break the law. We're always quickly brought to justice. That doesn't seem to be the case when a white person has victimized a black person. The law doesn't seem to be so hasty when it comes to rushing to judgment when it comes to us. And I get what a lot of people are saying about this. You know, my whole thing was, yeah, they were wrong. Yes, it was stupid. I'm not going to defend those kind of actions, and I'm not going to defend the actions of anybody harming, torturing, or whatever to a child or somebody who's disabled. Somebody who can't fight back, who can't fight for themselves, I'm never going to condone that. You know, there's some people are saying, you know, it was staged or whatever, or it was girls. You couldn't fight a girl back. Man, fuck all that. You know, if you're mentally handicapped, if you're handicapped in any way and somebody's torturing you and victimizing you, then fuck them. They should be punished for that shit. I don't give a fuck what race they are. If you're taking advantage of somebody who has a handicap, or they're younger than you, or whatever, you're clearly victimizing and taking advantage of somebody, then you're a piece of fucking shit. I'm gonna just say that right now. I don't give a fuck who feels any way about it. I don't give a fuck if it's a girl and you're a man. If you are operating on a limited capacity versus the person who is victimizing you, then that person who's victimizing you is a fucking piece of shit. Period. Point blank, period. But in any case, these 4 black people should not be held to any extent of the law that any white person that has victimized, brutalized, or murdered a black person in recent time, or recent time, in contemporary time, meaning 20th century, 21st century, they should not receive any harsher punishment than any white person who has victimized any black person has received. Cops kill us all the time and get acquitted. They go to the grand jury, or the Supreme Court, and they get acquitted. You understand? These people get to retire with their full benefits packages. That's all I'm saying. Let's keep this shit in perspective. You know, if these black kids committed a hate crime, then white people have been committing hate crimes against us. You know what I'm saying? If they can not be acquitted for the crimes they commit against us, then those black kids should be acquitted as well. You know what I'm saying? If you can commit a crime against a black person, a group of white people commit a crime against a black person and be acquitted, then these kids should be acquitted. Or they should just get probation, just get the ankle bracelets, come home on home monitoring. I mean, if shit is going to be fair, let's fucking keep that shit 100. You know, if white people can get away with shit, then they should be able to get away with that shit too. But we know the system isn't designed for us to get away with the shit that they get away with. But that's all I wanted to say. Leave comments in the comment section. I'm signing out. Peace.